back to the stream. I'm going to be playing some Potion Permiot today. It is a lovely Wednesday. I didn't have to work. Excuse me, I just need to get my phone charger. After which okay, stats getting an affiliate is super. Like, I can't put into words just how important it is. Okay, my phone is charging. I have some gamer subs on the side. We are ready to go, I believe. Oh, whoops. Yeah. So for those who don't know, I was rambling a little bit before, and that was mainly because this week really didn't go as planned. I was planning on doing like an end of year event thing, and yeah, I just didn't get the viewership I was after. Which, okay, grand scheme of things, stats don't really mean anything, they're just numbers. But my end goal is to get affiliate by before mid 2023. So yeah, that would be like that is the plan. Yeah, because once I get affiliate, that means I can start doing that means that I can start doing things like AdSense, which means that I can start getting cash flow coming into the channel, which means things like doing ROI calculations or return on investment calculations get a hell of a lot easier. Yeah, and the reason ROI is important is because I'm at a point where I need to start. If I want to start playing better games, I need to start investing more money into computer hardware. Although the difficulty with that is I now have to I can't really justify that out of my own wallet unless I know how long it's going. Well, A, how long it's going to be before I make that money back, and B, how long till I start making profit off of that. Because it's important, because I have like personal things I'm trying to take care of in my own life, and it gets excruciatingly difficult to justify something like this without knowing where my money is coming from and going to. I have some money in the bank for new hardware, but to do it constructively, or to do it in a way where it's actually going to help me going forward rather than hinder me, I would need to I would need to have a lot more, like I say, cash flow coming in before I can justify spending from that. Because, you know, like I said, return on investment is one of those things where I really don't see it talked about a lot in the V2 space, but it's super, super important because, especially for someone like myself who is just starting out, especially with someone like myself who's just starting out, like, the one thing I need to do is keep my investments low, but also invest in such a way where I can get the best possible return for what I'm doing, which may sound counterintuitive considering that I'm trying to find my voice as a VTuber as well. But again, it's one thing to find your voice, and it's another thing to hit a wall, so to speak. So I've not yet hit that wall where I can't make any more content, but at the same time, if I want to continue making content, if I want to expand into, like I'm planning to do over the next couple of weeks, I'm planning to do a lot more work in terms of clippable content. I'm planning to invest myself heavily into the TikTok game, which I haven't been doing a lot of. Then I need to start thinking how I can best utilize my time, and one thing that made that, you know, very apparent to me is I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but I recently did a marathon stream of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which, if I gotta be honest, that doesn't mean I won't not watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure again. It just means when I took a step back to look at what I learned from that space, it became apparent that I need to start thinking about how I can better utilize my time, because my viewer average at the moment is sitting at about 0.8 viewers over a 30-day period, which is not good. Yeah. And for those who don't know, the reason that's important is when YouTube does calculations to figure out who is and who is not an affiliate, one of the markers that they use is, okay, what's your average viewership over a 30-day period? So I could have, say, 20 people come into my stream, but like with that marathon, for example, if I stream for, say, 12 hours, which is what I did, and I get maybe 20 people come in and out, over that... Oh, hey man. Well, we're just talking about the, that marathon that sort of went south, and, yeah, just playing some potion permit, man. How are things going on your end? Did Christmas go well for you? Oh, pfft. God damn it, OBS. OBS broke it. It didn't broke. I forgot to set it up. I'm the big dumb. There it is. Hey! I meant to do that. Oh, what? Oh, right, yeah, that, how's the practice going, man? Nice, nice. Have you decided on a character that you're going to use, or are you still weighing up your options? Nice, nice, nice. Haha, quality nut. I'm such a fucking child. So what sort of equipment does this character use? nice, nice. Oh, it's great that you finally decided on it. And I remember you having like a bit of a because I think the last time we talked about that, you were having a bit of indecision about what character you're actually going to end up using for it. But it's super pog that you finally managed to sit it down. I think that's great. Is the tourney going to be live streamed at all, or is it just going to be sort of a private affair? Nice, nice. Oh, definitely. Like I definitely love. What's the How far away is the actual stream itself? Like, do we have a date? Do we have a time? No? Okay. Well, do let us know, because if I have the, if I have space in my schedule, I'd like to... Oh, this Saturday? Or is it, like, the, next coming Saturday? Okay. I don't know, who knows, I might be able to come... I might be able to pop in a little bit, because I think this Saturday, which is my Sunday, I am doing, God, what is this? Let's see, I think I'm doing Borderlands 2 this Saturday my time, so I might not be able to make it, but we'll see. We'll see. If you do end up figuring out where the link for it is, just send it through to my Twitter, and if I can, you know, pop by, I'd definitely like to do that, because I'm always on the lookout for, like, new games to potentially add onto the roster, and who knows, this might be one of those. It's a small tourney, only 11 people so far. Yeah, but, you know, like I said, if I have the time, expecting around 13 point, yeah. Yeah, honestly, events can be a tricky thing. I remember the, God, what was it? It was, when Waterdeep Dragon Heist first dropped for D&D, I DM'd one of the release events for Auckland, and God, and we weren't expecting like a lot of people to show up, but pretty much every table was full, and I think we had overflow people come in, so we pretty much sold every ticket for that, and that was about, I want to say 32 people alone, which is great. But yeah, man, even if it's only some, like, I don't think the numbers are super important. So long as everyone's there having a good time, I think that's what matters, because, fuck, especially myself, I'm just realizing, you know, taking reflection over the past couple of weeks, is like, numbers really don't mean dick. So long as, like, you're having a good time and everyone has a good time, it's all it's good. Oh, so is that just for a personal thing, or is there, like, a tourney rule where, like, you can't have two of the same character in one match? Or something like that. Oh, it's personal. Oh, based. So if you know you're going to face someone who you're particularly weak against with your current pick, are you then allowed to sub out to your backup character, or is that not how it works? Oh, so you are allowed to sub out. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, so it's sort of like a Tekken tournament almost, where you don't have to register with a particular choice, you can just choose on match, or something like that. Ah, see, mommy! Let's fucking go! I'll remember the... Yeah, I don't know what that first weapon is. I'm not immediately familiar with swords, but... I want to take a stab. Ha! It's funny, because it's like a sword reference. Hew, hew, hew. But no, I want to take a stab and say that that's a, almost like a rapier, almost? Working about plants, to my room. Got ya. So I was half correct. That's nice. Hey you! Yeah, you! Do you want to feel so energetic? Find that a lot of people in that game actually opt for characters with greatswords, because if I remember my weapons correctly, they're hard to hit, but also have very low DPS. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I'm wondering how that sword and dagger thing is gonna go. Like, is it gonna be like it'll be interesting to see how they work that in. Because I think Geralt of Rivia had like a pretty interesting setup where he could on the fly switch between swords, but it wasn't exactly... Oh, so the dagger's more for parrying rather than using as a weapon. Got ya. I thought it was going to be a, almost like a Witcher 3 deal where you could switch between weapons on the go. Right. God. I sort of have like this love-hate relationship with The Witcher 3 because... On the one hand, I absolutely love that game to death and what they did with it, but holy shit, the loading times. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, they really screwed the pooch on that. Oh, fun fact. Funny thing. Oh, did someone do like a... Is someone doing a Geralt of Rivia build? What's Witcher 3 based off of? I didn't realize it was based off of the book, to be perfectly honest. Oh, so the game is based off a book. It's not like a... Oh, I see. I got you. So it's literally called The Witcher's Book. It's not like a, It's not like a stalker thing where it's like, oh, we have this game and it's based off a book. Oh, what's a book called? Oh, it's called, A Roadside Picnic. And I was like, oh, okay, best. Well. Do you know what I think the favorite, like, it's completely sus, but I think my favoriteest part of The Witcher 3 and the one that I remember the most is when you meet up with Yennefer for the first time. She's like, hey, baby, you want some fuck? And you're like, hell yeah. Then she gives you a key to your room, and then you look it up in the inventory, and it's like, key to Yennefer's room. Common item. And you're like, bitch! God. I mean, it's not like they were exclusive or anything, but it's just one of those things where it's sort of like, you know, Slavic music stops, record scratch. Like, hold up, wait a minute. Did they ever officially adopt, Triss in the Witcher books, or is it just sort of Yennefer fucks off and then Geralt's like, well, I have to raise this thing now? Yep. Yeah. Honestly, if you do want to play The Witcher 3, just be prepared for long as tits load times. Because, like, the game really doesn't feel like it needs to take that long to load, yet it does, and it pisses me off. Yeah. Bitch, don't you taunt me. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you're not missing out on much. Oh shit, oh fuck. I forgot it's that time of day. Shit. Fuck. Yeah. I mean, if you can find it on sale for cheap enough, it's definitely not the worst thing that you could buy, but I wouldn't exactly go out of your way to buy it either, because... Yeah. Oh shit, oh fuck. My hubris! One. I think it's cool that that game is focusing so much on mechanics, because there have been a bunch of games that sort of ignore that bullshit. Like, I think Soviet Womble did a series on, like, I think it was like Chivalry something or other, where it's, yeah, where they just sort of, you know, bypassed all of the actual, you know, physics of what armor is and how it works and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, it definitely looks like an entertaining game, but, you know, at the same time, it's nice to see that that game is, the game that you're playing is, you know, paying so much attention to detail. If only they did that with Fallout 76, maybe it wouldn't have been a shit. And how cool you get your arms / use around. Hellish Court. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You're actually seeing a lot of that now that game engines are becoming increasingly easier to use. A lot of people are just doing their own shit. I mean, Choo Choo Charles was effectively made by one guy. That was it, and he just asset ripped. I mean, he asset ripped off of online a lot, but you know, look at how popular that game has been since its release, man. I mean, you've gone from people going, "Oh, this game is great," to like 14-minute speedruns, and I'm like, what the fuck? I think the developer was quoted saying on the day, like, an exceptionally fast person can do this game in like 2 hours, and people were like, hold my fucking beer. Because I think when I did my second playthrough for the stream, if I wasn't, you know, fucking around with talking to people and stuff like that, easily I could have gotten it done in about hour 20 minutes. Easy. Oh yeah, do you follow all this Warhammer? Oh, what? That's how they get. Yeah, but yeah, do you follow a lot of this drama surrounding Warhammer 40k at the moment? It's like, so when the game was first released, it had very established in-game lore reasons as to why there's no such thing as a female space marine, and there's like a couple of reasons, but I believe the main one was it was established in lore that the reason, like, the gene seed can't be applied to like prospective female marines is because it's encoded to one, males, and two, the process that males go through to become, you know, space marines apparently is too intense for the female body or something like that. So for that reason there aren't any. And apparently in recent times, people have gotten increasingly butthurt about it, because they're like, oh, you should be more inclusive, oh, that's sexist against women. Yet, a lot of people are saying, well, yeah, it may seem like that, but, you know, we have law that's been established for several decades that says why, and it's not technically sexist. So, a lot of people have been arguing with Wizards of the Coast, or, to have that change, so they can, as opposed sticking to established law, rather, they can like ignore established law and like be quote-unquote more inclusive, which I'm honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about that, because one, I'm not part of the Warhammer fandom, so I don't really have a horse in this race, but at the same time, I don't think it's right to destroy decades worth of lore like that. Because yeah, you should be inclusive, because it's, you know, the right and just thing to do, but, you know, of established lore of a series can be overwritten because someone has hurt feelings. Who has creative control over the story? Is it the people that spent literal decades working on it, or is it now your fans who are upset that their gender isn't being represented equally in your story? And that's sort of what people have been arguing about at the moment. And then there's all the other real sketchy shit that Wizards of the Coast has been up to. But that's sort of the most recent thing with Warhammer at the moment. God, I really want to play Darktide though. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's like established law reasons why it's physically impossible for female Space Marines. Now, yeah, no, honestly, you really wouldn't. Because one, the process is excruciatingly horrible to go through, and even when you go through all of that, and you go through like the literal legions of the warp, and you spend like, you know, decades on decades on decades in service, your service doesn't end when you die, you get turned into a servitor. So if you think life as a Space Marine was bad, you should see what those guys go through, man. Like, they have like the entire might of the opposing army coming down upon you, and you're just like, I didn't sign up for this shit, man. If anything, that ignores the pain that men go through in the Warhammer universe. Well, I wouldn't say it ignores it. It's more like, no, because their argument isn't, oh, men don't go through pain. Their argument is more like, women should be represented. But in saying that, women are represented in kind of a badass way, because let's not forget, the Adeptus Sororitas is still a thing. And those guys are badass. Like, honestly, if I were to put a tier list of the Empire of Man, it would go, like, the most badass people are, you know, your general troopers just on the ground with nothing but a las rifle to your name. The Adeptus Sororitas, which are pretty much the next level up from that in terms of combat effectiveness. And then the Space Marines would be like a bottom third, because yeah, they're all powerful and stuff like that, but they don't have to risk their lives in the same way that, like, you know, like a guardsman does. Because what's a guardsman going to do against a Tyranid? Fuck all. Just, like, you know, blink their flashlight at them. Oh yeah. Well, actually, let's be fair. Like, the salamanders aren't that bad. Like, honestly, from what I understand, because I've not looked too deep into it, but apart from the initiation process, which is horrifying as all fuck, like, the salamanders are supposed to be, objectively speaking, like, the quote-unquote good guys. Well, the better... okay, they're not good guys. They're supposed to be the, least shittiest guys, if that makes any sense. And then you have the Cadians, which are just like... oh my god. Cadians are just like the, they're the Empires of Man answer to the, Orcs. Or Uroks, if we want to be technically correct, because, like, Warhammer had that whole thing a while back where it was like, oh, trademarks. Yeah, I mean, have they even received an update to their codex yet? Because I think they're still stuck on, like, the one that's ancient as fuck. Yeah. goddamn. Alright. What can I take? The sun goes down, the moon comes up. I forgot the words like a motherfucking duck. Zero, so I'm not familiar with that game. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I just took a quick look at some of the screenshots from that game because I'm busy with this, but it definitely has some SNES vibes to it, man, and I'm totally down with that. Because like one thing that I'd really like to see, and I'm not sure if they've done it already, but just coming off of that JoJo's marathon, I think it would be like absolutely poggers if like Square Enix or someone did like a RPG of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but in like a SNES sort of Final Fantasy VI vibe. SNES. Oh no, SNES isn't a game. It's a Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It's an old as tits console. Okay, so, by a SNES style game, I mean, when you look at, like, Final Fantasy games that were made on the SNES, they had a very, very specific aesthetic that was, sort of based around that console's hardware limitations. Yeah, SNES, sorry, I tend to mumble my words a little bit through my accent, so, yeah. SNES, S-E... Yeah. Oh, I have to go to a house. Right. SNES, yeah. Like, I don't think they'll ever do it, but, you know, it would be nice. Canada. I suppose that comes down to the fact that a lot of your language is very aligned with the French dialect. Which, if I remember correctly, no one in Canada actually wants to speak French anymore. I think you've all just gone, no. But, like, don't you have to learn it in, like, high school or something? Oh, really? Because I sort of got the impression that a lot of people just thought it was a redundant language. Yeah, we honestly we have the same problem in New Zealand because if you want to get down to like brass taxes of it, like the quote unquote core languages of New Zealand are French, Dutch. Not Dutch. It's just French, English, and Te Reo Māori. We don't speak French because they were really only here for like a short amount of time. But Te Reo Māori, which is one of the native languages of New Zealand, isn't used a lot because it's kind of useless. Because one, we're an isolated country, so all of our learning has to be geared towards dealing with international partners. But at the same time, the argument has been made, oh, well, we need to preserve our history, so it's sort of just been surreptitiously drip-fed back into society, and now the argument's been made, oh, well, it's been used more and more, we should make it a core language. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure if I'm cool with it, because it's like, I mean, so long as I'm not forced to use, because I'm fine with just knowing English, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure there are. No. Oh god. Is it as bad as Russia thinking they're better than the rest of the world? Oh god, it's even worse. Well, no, I think that's a bit drastic, because it's not like they're starting a war or anything, but... No, that's still kind of a shitty thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, New Zealand tried to do the exact... Yeah. Honestly, the South Island of New Zealand tried to do that quite a bit. Because the argument was made... Well, because I think the argument was, wait, during the pandemic, they were so isolated that, you know, from the rest of New Zealand that they shouldn't be in lockdown, and then they also figured out very quickly, oh, hang on, a lot of our food is grown down here, a lot of our production is done down here, we should just separate from the North Island. Yeah. But yeah, there was actually an attempt to, like, you know, physically separate in terms of governance the North Island from the South Island just because of what happened during COVID. I mean, it didn't happen, but, you know, it got pretty close. Yeah. Don't they really fuck up their economy or something? Like, they cause a lot of... Because isn't it something like... Oh god, someone explained it to me once before, but I forgot. Honestly, my hat does go off to people who can learn a second language, though, because I don't think I have the capacity to do that. Excuse me. Okay, I know what I need. I did try to learn Japanese at one point, though. I think the reason I didn't end up doing it is because how they handle grammar is very back to front when you line it up against learning English. Because I think at the time I was, like, really into watching anime, and I was like, oh, just out of curiosity, I tried to, yeah, just out of curiosity, I did actually put, like an honest bit of effort into learning Japanese, but I just couldn't do it. Yeah. I honestly don't watch anime as much as I used to. I used to get really into collecting the comic books, though. Like, I think, yeah, Japanese to English is considered really easy, but English to Japanese is stupefyingly hard because it's almost like you have to learn how to speak English backwards, if it makes any sense. Yeah. Although, I gotta be honest, I think one of my favoriteest languages in the world would... Hey, Vaz, nice to meet you. I hope things are going... Oh yeah, congrats on ranking up, by the way. Like, that's definitely pog. But yeah, just getting back to... Yeah, just getting back to language, I think one of my favoriteest languages in the world would have to be the Russian language. Because when you look at how it's constructed and how it's written and what sort of and how it sounds when you pronounce it correctly, or you try to, yeah, when you try to, it's a very, very brutal language. Like it's very harsh when you try to read it as plain English, but when you come across someone who speaks that as their mother tongue, it's sort of like this very beautiful contrast with something that sounds, like, looks like it shouldn't sound anything like it does. And I was just like, oh, that's really neat. My grandmother sounded beautiful when she spoke a native language. Was your grandmother's native language Portuguese, or was it French? Well, no, don't Portuguese speak Spanish? Or do they actually speak Portuguese? Yeah. Like, apparently, Spanish and French are very, very close in terms of how they're written and spoken. Or is it? No. Or is it Spanish and Italian that are very similar? I forgot. Oh, we have, Yeah, if you can't tell, I really don't give a fork about these. God damn it. I forgot. Spanish and Portuguese usually end with an... Yeah. Portuguese is like the French of Spanish. Lamau. Hey, let's go! Thanks for the follow. Lamau. Is that because when people speak both languages side by side, you confuse them with each other, or is there like a deeper meaning to that? Whoops. Oops. Do I get another try, or is that it? Yeah, I honestly don't know how similar English and French are, to be perfectly honest. I've never had to learn the two. My left knee feels weird. Okay. Alrighty then. Playing some DDR. Okay. I mean, that's to be expected of English, though. It stole a lot of their language from, like, European countries because it didn't know how to word. Like, because I think we have elements of pretty much every European nation in there somewhere. God. Like, I don't think it's a one-to-one thing, but I think it is very, very close. Let's go. Gosh darn. Okay, so I need to do this, and then I need to fuck off and do side quests. Oof. I'm not happy with that result. I kind of fucked it up the first time. Oh no. Which is kind of bullshit because it's a really it's kind of bullshit because, like, it's a very simple thing and I'm like, oh god, I got it wrong. But you know what? That's okay. I'm here, I'm having a good time, and you know what? That's all that matters. Let's feed him honey and mushrooms. God, this reminds me of when I was playing Cult of the Lamb, like, ages back on stream. I didn't find this out till the late game, but apparently there's a perk where you can Pretty much just feed your characters nothing but grass and they won't get sick. Which is obscenely overpowered. And I think that's what I ended up doing for the most part. Yeah. But I gotta be perfectly honest, I don't remember feeding them we're planning on fixing up 10 to 8. I honestly don't recall feeding them too many grass meals, though. I think they actually got like a decent mix of meat-based and fish-based dishes just because of what I was doing at the time. There's like a bunch of shit that I didn't end up doing in that game, though. What a dude. Oh, that is fucking pog, man. That's what I love to see, like a little bit of multinationalism. Ukrainian, let's fucking go! Just like a straight up war going on in their country, and it's like, nah fam, I'm gonna play video games with these guys from Canada. Get fucked. Oh, I love to see it. Oh my goodness. God damn. And you got the Scots in there too? Let's go! But yeah. I think I actually had a guy in one of my Fallout streams last week come in, and, like, he's pretty much right... He's, like, the place he was in was pretty much right on the northern border of, Ukraine and Russia. Which is super cool, because at least he's not on the southern part where it's going to absolute shit, but he's saying definitely in the early days, like, it was quite rough living where he was. And, like, it's actually quieting down for him at the moment, which I think is cool. But, yeah. Yeah, he was telling me this, like, wild-ass story where they had a bunch of, Russian troops come in. And they came into his village, but what they didn't know is that a bunch of people in his village were trained marksmen because they were hunters and stuff. And then they confronted the soldiers, and they realized that they were horrendously outnumbered. So the Russian soldiers, being the dumbasses that they are, abandoned their shit and ran straight into the forest. And allegedly, and I've not seen this confirmed, apparently the hunters went into the forest and started picking them off one by one. Which is honestly kind of gruesome to think about, but it's also kind of pog as well that they're defending their country like that. But I still think it's absolutely funny as shit when I hear stories about farmers stealing tanks and then using them as farm equipment. Because it's like, haha, get shit on. You got your shit rocked by someone who uses a shovel as their day-to-day. Yeah. I'm not too familiar with the Cossack warriors. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Is it anything like the Gurkhas by any chance, or is it completely different? Because goddamn, the Gurkhas are wild, man. Like, they're like the Marines, but on steroids. Fertilizer we use it here, and it really helps our crops grow, yeah. God damn. Let's fucking go. Yourself. So I fed my boy. Yep, he's been fed. God damn. Alright, now I need to get on the hunt for some gold. It's called member. It's called member. Talk too much. Da, 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 da. It's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's gold. It is called member. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Talk too much. It's called member. It's called member. Which reminds me, I need to set off fireworks in the next couple days. Where is Rhino? Dorito rotatus. I don't have any chirps. I haven't even got paid yet, which is kind of fucking concerning. Because I got my pay stubs last week, but the payment hasn't been processed, which... Yeah, be Madge. No Doritos, be Madge. Doritos rotatus. Yeah, I'm bad at minigames. Honestly, I think my favorite flavor of Doritos is the salsa flavor. Like salsa flavor? S tier. What? What? What's wrong with salsa flavor? Salsa flavor's good. I mean, I like salami. Salami's pog. Oh, god damn it. Okay, shit. Okay, so I need you here. I need... you here. Oh, if I can get this, I fucking will. Oh, I need 3 up. I don't have a 3 up in this. There's a troubling one. Would you send? Okay, would you accept $1 million, but for the rest of life you had to eat foods that are just sausage casings, but in the style of food? Honestly, yeah, because there have been a couple of times. Because that's just gonna make my life easier, man. I don't see the downside to that shit. I mean, can you imagine how much more efficient dinner would be if all you had to eat was like one cylindrical object? Because like that's just like that's a dub in my book, my guy. Oh, only sausage casings. Oh, definitely not then. No, definitely not. No, that is an L, massive L. I would not be down for that. Oh god, did I just... No, I didn't. I fell into the trap. God damn it. I need to come back to that. I don't have enough pieces for it. No, because honestly, sausage... Don't get me wrong. I love a good sausage, but... Like, just the sausage casings? No, absolutely not. That is like... That is like only ever eating the heel pieces of bread. That is just... No. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I think I might have misread the question as well, so that's partially my fault. God damn. Yeah, New Zealand actually doesn't have a lot of food that we're well known for. I think the only two things that we've actually done that constitute like a particular dish or recipe is one, the pavlova, and two, the hangi. The hangi, honestly, if you're ever in New Zealand and someone says, hey, do you want to come have some hangi? Just do it. It is unlike anything you've ever eaten before, because it's essentially we just, God, how to describe it? It's not smoking, but what we do is we superheat volcanic rock. Well, we heat volcanic rocks till they're like red hot, put them in the bottom of a pit, then we put banana leaves on top of that, then we put like cages of food on that, and then like you'll have like, you know, your chicken, your pork, your sausages, your vegetables as well, and then you'll also have on the sides like, you know, banana leaves or taro leaves, and then the whole thing will be covered like top and bottom, and then on top of that goes wet cloths, and then you cover it in dirt, and you essentially let it steam for several hours, and it's just like S tier food, man. Like a sandwich sausage casing. That just sounds rancid, my guy. I mean, if someone's into that, fine, but that does not sound like a particularly good thing to eat. And you're literally talking to someone who was so poor at one point he just ate burnt toast because he didn't want to waste money. I wouldn't do it. Oh, god damn it! I didn't fuck it up this time. But no, I wouldn't. I don't eat that every day. No. I mean, granted, the food. Granted, the most I eat for like lunch every day is fucking. I do not love sausage casings. I do not. It is a lie. I like to eat sausages, though. Sausages are pog. Honestly, I'm surprised by the amount of people you would love to go to Delhi, but no, 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 no. No. No, I would not. That is not a thing that I would like to do. You are mistaken. Alright, look, if you want to believe that narrative, that's fine. You know what you should do? You should go ahead and you should believe that narrative. Yeah, we actually never got that legalized in New Zealand though, because like, honestly, I don't think it's ever going to be legalized in New Zealand because we've outright banned the sale of cigarettes to anyone born after 2008. So pretty much the only people that can buy it are pretty much people who are of age to buy it right now, and then that's it. So I don't think they're going to bring in like weed into the country because of. That's right, aren't I supposed to be building like a fucking kitchen or something? Yeah, but it's kind of like a political shift left because they've just gone through like literal decades of getting to a point where they're comfortable with saying, nope, we're banning the sale of cigarettes. And to bring weed back into it, which is visually similar in terms of inhalation to cigarettes, it doesn't seem like a good move for them. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking the medical benefits to THC at all, but I think given that, you know, the visual of someone smoking a joint to someone smoking a cigarette is so similar, I think, like, that alone is going to be like, no, we're not going to bring it in. Because, like, a person, it goes back to that scene in Men in Black. Like, a person is smart. You can sit them down and say, these are the medical benefits of having THC, having marijuana, right? And you can sit down and you can explain that to them. But people are dumb, because people collectively will just see that person smoking a joint and the visual will be so similar to smoking cigarettes. They'll be like, well, we just banned cigarettes, why are they allowed to smoke weed? And then there'll be panic and misinformation, and it's just not a very good time. Okay, that bitch with the, yeah. Like, I don't even think I can make a coherent argument for weed being, like, legalized as commonly as someone would be able to purchase, say, alcohol or something, because, like, I definitely am aware that there are a lot of benefits to THC, and I'm also aware of the fact that, hey, this is, you know, it's not a gateway drug. Like, that concept isn't lost on me, but I don't know enough about the harmful side effects of smoking a joint to say whether or not it's should be bought in. Yeah. Plus, from what I hear, people have wildly different reactions to THC. Much in the same way that anyone has a different reaction to drugs and all the rest of that. And yeah. I definitely need to do some research on it, that's for sure. Oh, and then there's all those really shit people that spike it with stuff. Like, we had this, like, we have DARE in New Zealand, right? Which actually doesn't do anything to stop people from taking drugs, but that's a whole separate thing. And they were telling us a story about a guy that they had come through who got weed and thought it was all good, and then had a really bad reaction to it, and it turns out that the dealer was spiking it with, bug repellent. So he'd get your weed and stuff like that, and then you just, like, you know, absolutely torch it with bug spray, and yeah, people got really, really sick after smoking it. And I think that's kind of a shitty thing to do, because you're already taking this massive risk, and then someone does that. So what's the certification process for it? Is it just like, you know, a one-day course where you go, these are the dangers, you should do this, you should do that, or is it like a more in-depth course? Because honestly, with some of the courses that we have to do for health and safety in New Zealand, it's got super sus. Like, I think the last one I had to do, it was asking you, why shouldn't you do, like, why shouldn't you do, really, businesses have strict guidelines while workers... Oh, so it's not just, like, one course, I have to do multiple, gotcha. But with health and safety in New Zealand, like, it's become a common narrative, and some of the courses that you have to sit to become, you know, quote-unquote, safe, certified to be safe on a building site, that one of the major concerns is you will create paperwork that someone has to fill out. And I'm like, motherfucker, your paperwork don't mean shit to me when I am bleeding out. Wait, no, shit. God damn. Where did I die? But I think it's kind of cool that they're taking it that sort of serious, though. paid yet. Jesus. Let's go. Just got paid from work. God damn. So I'm just trying to order some dinner at the moment. Hold up. I just need to do something real quick. I'll be back in a minute. Google him. Go Google him. See, I know what I need for that particular piece, but I also know I don't have it. Also, it's not painfully obvious, I don't like puzzles. Okay, I know what I have to do. I might be able to get it. I might be able to get away with it, actually. So I'm needing a couple of these plants anyway for just potion supplies. I think I got stuck on this in my last playthrough. It's like, how do I do the thing? Don't understand. I am confusion. This is kind of more important to get done because I think it's one of the things blocking me from... God, what is it? It's... So this goes here. That goes there. This thing goes over here, and come back to here, put that over there, then bang, bang, boom, and it's done. Hey, let's go. Okay. now I have to go fight some slimes, which is cool. Now I have to go help some people, which is awesome. I want to do side quests, but they want to be not dead, so priorities. More D&D. Let's groove tonight. Share the spice of life. Butter, butter. Okay, for dirt. Hey, let's go. Lower right. I wonder how many times I have to do this before I don't have to research and I can just point and go, nope, that's the problem. Kind of like doctors in like the 18th century. It was like, my chest feels weird and I feel really tired. And it's like, oh, so it might have something to do with the golf ball sized hole in your fucking chest. It could be the problem. And then they charge them $500 and go home. God damn. Weapons back then were wilding. I was like, I'm going to yeet this ball bearing through your body. Not small bullets either. They're quite meaty rounds. What video do they like? Sorry, just someone people keep on liking the schedules that I put up, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. There's one thing I found out about TikTok is that you really don't get your content discovered unless you put the right soundbite, or the right music to whatever it is that you're posting. Which I think is kind of bullshit, because it's kind of the only way to get your stuff out there is to sort of cheat the system. And, like, I'm totally down to do that because I need to get, my, shiz out there so I can, grow and improve. But at the same time, it just sort of feels like the only way to do the right thing is to do the wrong thing, if that makes any sense. Where's my food, motherfucker? Let's go. Oh, another one of those. Gay. Get that motherfucker. Come on, pop up, bitch boy. god, have I just been staring at this thing the wrong way? God fucking damn it. I had all the right pieces. Fuck. H-O-J-K-L-M-M-M. Binder! We need to do the thing. Best. I was like, I must be close to the next rank up at this point. Like, how can I not be? I think I'm at level... I'm at level 2 at the moment, so I shouldn't be too far off level 3. Which means I get to go down south and actually get the ingredients I need to make life easier. Especially when it comes to playing Tetris, this game gets annoying. And of course someone's sick. Hey, look at that! Let's go. Okay, sorry, random sick person, but this comes first. Like, that's not something a doctor should say at all, but, you know, gotta do it. Yeah. Fucking show off. Oh no. It's gonna be a bastard of a potion to craft, isn't it? Oh god, it is. Well, luckily I did some collecting beforehand, so it's not gonna be too difficult. So I'm limited to... I'm gonna need to upgrade the cauldron for that one. Luckily it's not time sensitive, so I should be fine. Can't say I've had to make that one before. Alright, well, let's get it on. Let's go through here, and here, let's see. Click. Ah, there we are. Yay. Okie dokie. Do I have an upside down? Yes, I do. Let's go. Okie dokie, artichoke. Oh, look, a bug. Ah. It's funny because there are bugs everywhere. That's not new. Nor is it noteworthy. Oh, no, no, no. Run, Forrest, run! Let's go. Right, I forget her event is down south in the quarry, which I can't get to because I can't do the rank upgrade. Time to go to sleep. Hey, I don't have any people to look after. Let's fucking go. turtle bugs. There you are. Get that motherfucker. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Let's go. gonna need that upgrade. because I'm just that clever. I'm so clever you don't even know. Hey, more people are liking my shit on TikTok. Let's fucking go. thought. I need more wood. Wood is good. Smoke weed every day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-dum-dum. Jesus, that chewed up a lot of resources. Okie dokie. dick. I'm holding the potion. Such fucking children. Oh, excuse me. Is this guy still being a sourpuss? Well, you say I'm joking, but you seem to like that quite a bit, so... yeah. God, this is the one thing that's real tedious about this game. Before you can actually go do the thing to get across the bridge, you have to go to the bridge. Then you have to be told, oh, you don't have permission. And it's like, yeah, I know I don't have permission. So I have to fast travel back, get permission from the mayor, fast travel back again, figure out what it is that I need. It's just like, why? Why you do this to me? Oh, look, there he is. once again we have to wait. Gosh. Just the tedium of this game just kills me sometimes. Jesus. I believe the word floating around. It's a mixture of both, so he'll tell me. It's like he... Excuse me. Let's go. I mean, I already had that badge, but okay. Oh, dang. That's filling up quite fast. Alrighty then. And I think we'll call it right there for the stream. Thank you very much for joining in. Always have to get a good few rounds of Push and Hamilton, even if it is a bit of a slower game than what I'm usually used to. But if you enjoyed this game, do let me know. But if there's anything else that you think I could be streaming that you guys would like to see, you can always follow me through my socials. Again, if you want to figure out what my socials are, you can type in !links. Will that work? Hey, that's cool. I'm active on Twitter, TikTok, Discord, YouTube, and right here at home on Twitch. And if you feel like being especially generous and just help me out a little bit more, you can send some money through to my Ko-Fi at !dono. Again, this isn't compulsory, but every little bit does help me to fund future projects on this channel. And as always, if you're just getting up, I hope your day goes well. If your day just ended, I hope it went well. Until we see each other again, goodbye for now.